Okay, this is our last day in Chicago. We're going to give you some sights and sounds around what we like to do in Chicago, give you some tips when you're in this city of Chicago, and some surprise tips, okay? As you know, we're in front of Wrigley Field, so yeah.
The home of the Chicago Cubs.
Yep, one of the oldest baseball stadiums in the major leagues, and it's one of the hardest places to find parking. I'll give you a quick tip on that in a little bit here. Right now, let's go check out a lot of places here in what they call Wrigleyville. Places we recommend you guys try out when you come to a Cubs game. I want to warn you, before, during, and after the Cubs games, these places get really packed. Before, during, and after the Cubs game, this is always a good place to hang out for a little bit. There's some bars and restaurants back there, Cubs store. Right now they're doing, because it's National Hot Dog Day that we're filming this, they're having dog races around the little baseball diamond that they got here at Gallagher Way Park. This is kind of a little Gallagher Way Park because it's Gallagher.
Show this kind of game on the TV.
Yeah, you see the big screen there. It'll show some of the games out here. They had in yesterday's video we would call through here. They had a movie. They had a little matinee. So yeah, this is one place you want to check. The marquee. This is the main entrance. You always want to enter where you're approximately going to be sitting at the ballpark. That's one good tip. If you want to hang out, right across the street is one of the 3 or 4 legendary bars in the area. It's the Tubby Bear, and I had not been there yet. But I'll show you a couple bars that I have been in. One is open, the other's been closed. But I'll show you a couple I recommend down that way real quick. One behind Wrigley Field, it's called Murphy's. We'll show you that in a little bit, right?
Yes.
Here is another legendary bar. It's called Sluggers, and they do dueling pianos there. It does get busy at night. Today will be a good day to come in and take in a deep dish pizza during lunch hour. So yeah, that's Sluggers. And we're not too far away from Wrigley here, so. There is Merkel's Bar and Grill.
Bar.
And it's what?
It's an Iowa Hawkeye bar.
Really? Yeah, it is one. Yeah, you see the Iowa Hawkeye flag flying in this, right there, right below the letter M. There's a Hawkeye flag flying right there. It's one of the Iowa Hawkeye bar. Up here on Clark Street, here on Clark, just south of Wrigley Field. And of course, a couple other places, they do have bar top. And if you want to feel a little tropical, just come right down here. And this is the Bamboo Club right here. So if you feel a little tropical, and they got patio seating, everything, low patio seating right there. If you want to feel tropical, this could be a legendary location too. Here's from the movie Ferris Bueller Day Off. And of course, they had to be a Michigan State Spartan fan. Right across from the Iowa bar is up that way. So you got 2 Big Ten bars in this area. And of course, don't forget Lucky's that was featured on Man vs. Food over there. So if you can't get into a ball game for some reason, the game gets sold out, and you want Cubs merch, during the game they have vendors all over the place. But we recommend going to the sports world over here. Wrigley Field Sports down there on the corner, and there's 2. And we showed you one on Gallagher Way. Then there's one right across the street from Gallagher Way for gift shops for Cubs merchandise. And these 2 locations and the one over on Gallagher Way is open year round. So yeah, you can always get your Cubs merch everywhere in here.
Yep.
Public restrooms are a premium when you're in a big city. So public restrooms is in a premium. But you can find one here at Wrigley Field, right there, public restroom. So if you need a public restroom, you find one there. And of course, right there, every time you watch a Cubs game play here at Wrigley Field, and if you hear the sirens in the background, it comes out of this fire station right here. And of course, the famous rooftops. On here on Waveland Avenue, plus Sheffield Avenue, but more likely Waveland, you may be able to catch a home run bomb that can hit over there. Home runs out of Wrigley Field, since they extended the bleachers, are a little bit more difficult. But when it does happen, you want to be right here on Waveland, especially in this area right here.
They show this on TV.
Yeah.
They used to.
Yeah, you want to be from this street over here for your best chance for a home run ball out of Wrigley. And over in Sheffield, you want to be over in that area too, for the lefties. But for all righties, you want to be in this area for a home run ball. By the way, after last night's video was done, Cubs did win the game last night versus Washington Nationals. It was scored 17-3. What a football score. Legendary Murphy's Bar right there. Believe 10. Murphy's. Actually, it's called Murphy's Bleachers. You can barely make out the word bleachers underneath there. But it's Murphy's. Another legendary bar you want to check out. You're going to find this out at the end of the video where we park our rental car, out there on Cumberland Park and Ride. You probably saw a little bit on the CTA train yesterday. That was the Blue Line train that we took from Cumberland into Chicago. Now, when you come into that park and ride, you're going to pull in around, you're going to receive one of these parking tickets. When you get one of these parking tickets, take it with you. Because
Don't lose it.
Don't lose it. At the end of this video, when we leave Chicago, at the end of this video, I'll show you what you have to do to pay, how much you have to pay for your parking. It starts Monday through Friday, $6. Yeah, $6 for 12 hours. For the first 12 hours. Then anything between 12 and 14 is $7. Move over here, Angie, a little bit closer to me. And anything beyond that, up to 24 hours, I think you're going to pay the maximum around $12 for 24
not bad,
hours.
guys.
Which is not bad. They only allow 14 days. Anything beyond 14 days, you're going to get ticketed and tolled at your expense, so be careful. All right, when you go up to the ticket booth, there's going to be a machine. I'll show you. If I'm able to show you the machine, you're going to go up to a vending machine that dispense 2 of these temporary cards. I highly recommend you guys get a one-day pass for as low price of $5 each. So both passes for 24 hours will ride the CTA trains and maybe the buses too, except for certain routes. All you need is 2 rides on the CTA trains, and it's worth itself. So,
it is.
So if you're going to be out of town, I highly recommend to get the one-day, 24-hour pass for as low price as $5. And after 2 rides from out in Cumberland where we park, that's a free transfer downtown. We use the Jackson Street transfer point. We walk underneath the bridge, underneath the road. I think we showed you that on yesterday's video.
I believe we did.
And you get the red line train. You want to make sure you head the word Howard. It's northbound. Make sure you want to get the Howard bound train, because when we leave Wrigley, you want the 95th bound train that gets you to downtown. Otherwise, follow the locals and follow other people, because they know what they're doing.
Especially follow the fans.
And of course, you can always ask a CTA employee. But 2 rides for $5. I mean, we have these for the whole day today. So we're going to get our money's worth on these today. But if you're a Cubs fan and want cheap parking, Cumberland Park and Ride, that's where we park at when we come to Chicago. When we have to come to mainly the downtown area, we park out there and take the train in. It's a lengthy ride, but it's worth it. And you want to arrive, here's another good tip. You want to arrive for a Cubs home game, or any game like around like Soldier Field or even at the United Center. You want to arrive by train at least 1 hour, a minimum of 1 hour before the gates open up, because after that it gets very congested on those trains, especially the northbound and southbound red line trains. They get very, very congested. So we suggest if the Cubs are home or Bears are home or wherever, get on these trains 1 hour before the gates open up to avoid a last-minute rush and last-minute congestion, because these trains get packed like sardines. And we found that out last night off camera too. We were packed like sardines. And Angie, why you're out of the picture again?
I'm not out of the picture.
Yeah, get it closer to me. Come on, hug and kiss. Right. All right. Right now, what's next? Union Station. If you want to buy these tickets, you come up to one of these machines here, and you'll see everything you need here. And like I said, highly recommend this, okay? And you pay by credit or cash.
Here's the prices.
And all the prices for your fares, so pay attention to that, okay? Like I said, the best tip right there. The card. Oh. It says go, and we go in. Just like that. Simple, isn't it?
Yep.
Nice and easy. Easy peasy, nice and easy, they say. And we just go up the stairway. Doesn't matter, it's red line, blue line, orange, green, yellow, purple, pink, whatever. Pay attention to what route you want. Whew. If you want to come to Wrigley Field from downtown, you want Howard. If you want to go back to downtown, you want 95th. And we'll show you how we get on the blue line later in this video, right?
Yes.
Towards the end of this video, actually. Us on the channel, or truckers on the channel, or whoever likes railroad and train stations on the channel. Well, this is the classic Union Station here in Chicago. This will feature the Grand Hall inside, and I heard it's fantastic. So let's go inside and take a look at it real quick.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here it is. We're inside the Grand Hall of Union Station. It is huge in here, and they just renovated this a few years ago. It's just huge. That's up the street to the boulevard. Of course, we can go up the streets that way, up that steps, and over steps over there, and down there, and to the right is where you get to the trains. We started our Amtrak trip and stayed back a couple years ago and started here because we had a sleeper. We got a chance to use that Metropolitan Lounge. But we didn't have a Metropolitan Lounge in Galesburg. We got on in Galesburg. So we had no benefit of a lounge. But here we are at Union Station. We enter the Grand Hall and we exit out of here, technically, in a way.
Yes.
We got up to the food court. We was going to grab lunch here, but since it's National Hot Dog Day, there was no place to sell hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
So, yeah, we entered the Grand Hall. We showed you where the Metropolitan is. Oh, by the way, the Metropolitans for those Amtrak train rides, they're only for passengers that has sleeper accommodations, first class, and business class. It's only allowed to use the Metropolitans. Coach people, you gotta pay for your food if you want to eat before you get on the train. But otherwise, Metropolitans, all those passengers, like when we had the sleeper, they would have got on here when we did the sleeper. We would have had the Metropolitans, and we got the free snacks and free drinks. But the problem is, we had got on Galesburg instead. Okay, right now, let's go for lunch. But between here and lunch, we'll probably show you one more thing. The entrance to the Skydeck Plaza is on the south side of this tower, right here. It is used to be the world's tallest building. And that is Willis Tower. Used to be the Sears Tower. And way up there, I don't think you can zoom in, there's 3 or 4 pane glasses sticking out of the building, and you just look straight down to right in here. That's quite a fall if that glass fails up there. That's gonna leave a mark right down here. But that is the Willis Tower, Sears Tower. It used to be the world's tallest building, but still the tallest building in the United States. We're having lunch at a pizza place called, what was it? Pisano's Pizza.
Yes.
On Madison, just East Madison.
Yep.
And we're eating outside, not inside.
Right.
And that. And we can hear customers on the inside because they got the pane glass doors open. Here's your drink, Angie.
Thank you.
Pepsi?
Yep.
And that is not a Miller Lite, guys. That is old style beer. That's what you used to drink at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Since we're in Chicago, I gotta have the old style, right? Gotta have old style. I have to show you guys, that was our appetizer. We just had a nice big bowl of French fries here. Now we're waiting for the main course, the pizza.
Yes.
We ordered a small deep dish pizza. That's going to be filling. Can't wait to see that next. It's a deep dish, small deep dish, four slices. Looks pretty thick. Took us about a half hour to get this pizza.
Further 4 slices.
It's 4 slices. Let's see how this is going to serve up. Oh man. Like I said, it is a deep dish. Holy cow. Let me come right back and we'll do this right, okay? Here we go. There it is, right there. That's the pizza. Looks awesome, doesn't it? Holy cow! Look at that. Put it right on the plate, right there, and we're good to go. All right. I just need one more beer, and I'll be good to go. All right. Every single day that we have a pizza, they have to have a knife and fork to eat it. And our stuffed crust, everything is in reverse. You have your crust, your cheese, your meat topping,
Lots of cheese
and
on
your
your pizza
sauce on top of everything. So it's in reverse order. So it's your crust, cheese, your meat, and your pizza sauce. That's it. It's in everything in reverse order, and it's really good. And it's very cheesy too. It's right behind us. We just left. Right there. Right there. We just left. That was filling, guys. Woo! I'm full. And that's only 2 slices of that small pizza. That was a small 8-inch round pizza. And I'm stuffed after that. Angie was very stuffed.
I couldn't eat all both slices.
Of course, we had an appetizer too, so that didn't help either. Okay, hey, since we're downtown, we're gonna ride the loop, okay?
Oh.
We're gonna ride the loop, the famous loop, elevator trains here in Chicago. Let's take a quick little ride right now.
Washington and
Okay, we're on the elevator trains in downtown Chicago. We're gonna take this one way, and we're gonna get off and we're gonna take it back the other way. Right now we're making one of the curves here in downtown. But see how close we are to the buildings? Yeah, this is the elevator trains. It's one of many trains that runs downtown. They got this down to a science, so you want to make sure you're on the right one. If you want to go outside of the downtown area, you got to make sure you got the right one.
Quincy is next.
Yep.
Doors open on the right at Quincy.
That'll be our stop, and we'll switch over to another train and we'll come back around through.
Quincy.
Making the curve here.
Check if you forget off your gas tank, because ours is right up here.
Okay, I know.
Doors open on the right at LaSalle and Van Buren. Transfer to Metro trains at LaSalle and Van Buren.
Now I'm going to head back the other way out here on the L. We're going to see the other side of the tracks. We went off at Washington and Jackson. Or something like that. Washington and Adams. Yeah. Or actually Washington and Wabash. That's what it looks like. Yeah, Washington and Wabash. We need it. We're going to do, after this curve, we're going to do one more curve. It's a crossover.
Transfer to Orange and Green Line trains at Adams and Wabash.
This one, guys, we're going to have a crossover to head in that direction. We'll be crossing over a set of tracks when we make a turn. The shakiness and squeakiness. Yep, we just crossed over. And this is one of the other trains.
This is Adams and Wabash. Transfer to Orange and Green Line trains at Adams and Wabash.
We need Washington.
This is a
Yep, that's it.
to Kimball.
Hope you guys enjoyed the ride on the famous L. Park here. This is our second time walking through here, but this is our first time we're gonna see that big thing. That's the big beam that they talk about.
You can walk under it.
Yeah, you can walk under it, all over it, and everything. But look at that big beam right there. That's like a big oversized mirror. Angie says she can see us in the reflection of the mirror
We are.
and that, so I don't know. Where am I?
Right there. See?
Oh, okay, we're up there. Yeah. But over there is the amphitheater. They got some other things over there. We'll go check over here real quick. Of course, the skyline of Chicago, as it's where it is. This side, the sun is glaring off the beam, and everybody gets pretty close. You might see us. So let's get a little closer. Actually, you see us coming. Angie said we're in it. Look very closely. We'll be inside. We don't ain't going to go inside. Okay. But there we are right there. There goes Angie. But there I am. Angie's inside the beam. And it's like a goofy, it's like one of those funnel things. Hello. Hello. I like the bean.
I like this.
Nice shade in here too. This is a good place to chill and maybe hopefully catch a little moisture breeze from one of these towers that has water coming out of it. As you see, that one has, yeah, that one has an image. It does feel good. I just gotta watch the camera here because I don't want to get too wet. I do feel the drops of moisture from this. Whoa, yeah. But yeah, it is a good way to chill out and relax. There's a lot of water features here, but like I said, that one has images. This might come on later tonight, but we ain't gonna see that. As the seagull is up there enjoying the water too, up there. And that, so yeah. Yep, and you see the images right there. Yep. Right now, let's get going. I gotta talk about most important stuff that we did not film today. We're not gonna do today for you guys. We'll do it some other time. Walk around. Whoa! Look at that. You gotta be careful right here. Actually, it's probably best we move from this spot, just in case. Like I said, the only thing we do not do, and I highly recommend you guys do anyway, you guys should find time, walk around Soldier Field. You're gonna see the mix of old and new. That's why they lost the National Historic Landmarks. Also nearby is Shared Aquarium. You may want to check that out.
I never did that either.
Actually, we're not too far away from the Chicago Institute of Art. And if you take one of the CTA trains or one of the Metro trains to the very far south of the town, there's a very good museum that we had never got a chance to go to. It's on our bucket list. It's been on my bucket list since, for me, since 3rd grade, when I used to have education in Illinois, is the Chicago Science and Industry Museum. That is far south of us.
You guys, one of my trips in high school was supposed to be Shedd Aquarium. I said, can't go because it caught on fire during the Bears game.
Oh yeah, that was a bad news there. Bad news bears, that's what they call it. There's also Grant Park. It's nearby, just right across. It's just south of here. So you got Millennium Park and all that stuff. Public transportation, there's abundance here. Not just because of the CTA trains. You also got the Metro trains too, and of course a lot of taxis, Ubers, and Lyfts. And of course you can rent a bicycle once you get around town, or a scooter that you've probably seen once in a while. Also, on the next clip, we're going to walk in among the buildings, but along the Chicago River, you're going to see some water taxis and maybe some kayak renters in that area too. So right now we're going to head in that area, and we're going to wrap it up over in later today. We're going to wrap it up the Chicago end before we show you how to get out of the parking garage later in this video. Yes, that's important. That parking ticket I showed you earlier in the video, we're going to show you how you pay and get out of that parking lot, okay? That's going to be a woo-hoo hoot, right?
Yep.
But we got to take the train from downtown back out to Cumberland Avenue where we park at. So that's coming up here still. Right now, let's walk along the Chicago River and just take in the sights and the scenes of the towers of Chicago. This is one of few places you get nice shade. We could use it too today. Earlier today, when I told you guys, when you're out walking around a big city like Chicago or whatever, make sure you find areas that has public restrooms. Usually public restrooms are found mostly in city parks, but their hours are pretty well limited. If you're going to be using a public restroom, there is no public restrooms in most businesses. They're for customers only, and some businesses don't even allow their customers to use their facilities. They're for employees only, so be aware of that also. Since we're near Millennium Park, we was lucky enough in that last clip we was at, there was a public restroom nearby. So the more you're in the lakefront area of Chicago, you're going to find more public restrooms. Just keep an eye. The hours are limited because usually after 10 p.m. they all shut down.
This one shuts down at 9 p.m.
Yeah, they all shut down, basically. So, and Angie, you got the hours wrong. Again, it was 10 p.m. they shut it down. They opened it at 9 a.m., shut it down at 10. But yeah, sometimes they shut down as early as 8 p.m. in some of these locations, so be aware of that also. And of course, watch out for some of the scammers. Yeah. We saw the Vegas scammers when you got the monks basically going around with the bracelets, the bracelet scam that you find in Vegas. Well, it's happening here too, so don't get caught up in that one either, right?
Right.
Also, when someone approaches you about timeshares, just walk away. Probably the best kept secrets and probably keep you away from the hustle and bustle of the upper levels of the city. There's this nice little river walk here. And you're going to see a lot of water taxis like that one. Some over there. So you get some river boats. And I did mention a kayak. There's a kayak rental up here. And it's just as busy over there, but that's not much of shoreline to walk over there. The best one is on the south side of the river, as we're on right now. As we'll see some of the towers just by us. There goes a jet flying overhead. Kayaker, yep. As I said, there's a kayaker over there. We got a Charter Tribune over there. We got some old buildings here, NBC over there in Chicago. Yep. Right now we're gonna walk up this way. As soon as Angie slams that thing. Right? Chug it. Chug, 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 chug. And all we have to do is now we're gonna walk this way to Navy Pier. We'll give you some highlights between here and there. There's that goofy building I showed you back in 2019. You can get your boat ride tickets through all the boat water taxis up and down the Chicago River. You'd be riding on one of those things, which we're not going to do today. We don't have the budget for it. Take advantage of them because, like I said, around Chicago, they're hard and few in between. Actually, that's the second one we found within 15 minutes of each other. A lot of businesses, ice cream shops, frozen treats, and maybe a little place to get a little beer. You never know. I already have my beer on this channel. The color of the water is clear. As you see, some of the towers here through here. Because that one I showed you earlier.
Because this is the one that they like green and all.
Yeah, this is one they painted green on whenever a sports team wins a league championship. They also put dye in there to paint it the color of those main colors for the team that won, let's say, the World Series.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, that's green. I mean, real green.
Blue for their Cubs.
Blue for the Cubs. Maybe white or black for the White Sox.
I think they did it red.
Red for the Bulls and the Blackhawks, baby, right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll continue to walk up this way. We're under a busy road.
I know.
Oh, by the way, these are drawbridges they do lift these up every so often in case there's like a bigger boat that needs clearance, which is very rarely. Yeah, we're still walking this way. And they'll help you get it launched. It's, I think, don't know what the price is, so much an hour, something like that. But this is where you rent your kayaks. At night, this gets very busy. This is gonna be our final stop out here on our Chicago trip, except what you saw in the recent live stream. Yeah, this is our final stop here in Chicago, and tomorrow morning we'll be heading out towards Ohio. Technically, yeah, we'll be heading for Ohio in the morning. But we'll have a couple more clips after we leave Navy Pier. We'll do a couple clips. We'll have 3 or 4 clips in here. Not really inside the place, but mostly over there on the south side of the building. And there's an amusement park on the back side of the building here. And of course, Navy Pier used to be a military base at one time. So now it's a tourist attraction here in Chicago, a very popular place to hang out. A lot of food, shops, and all that stuff is here too, plus boat rides. Recent events has been going around at most amusement parks and Las Vegas, like last year or year before. No one under the age of 18 is allowed on Navy Pier without the aid of a parent or a responsible adult, or something like that, of age 21 or better, or mainly a responsible adult.
Yep.
And that. Looks like we missed some big ships that was here, but there's like these type of water taxis. They do mainly the lake, and we're going to see the lake up here in a second. Right now, we're going to take care of some personal business, and we're going to go up there, check out the Ferris wheel, and some of the rides up there. Big Ferris wheel right here. That's a big one. It's very expensive to ride these rides here. We got a little SNS shot tower. Probably get a better shot over here. And you got a wave swinger. We see all one of these at Great America. We'll probably see a few more of these on our trip. It's not that tall. It's about maybe 70 feet tall. It's one of the smaller ones. One of the smaller models. 3, 2, 1, go. There it goes. They say these are has more airtime on these. Boy, he's really going. That's a mini shot tower they got here. Ride on ride action here. There's an elevator on this platform here. That's the wave swinger here. That's right. We got the Ferris wheel in the background too. And wrap up the ride rotation or rides they have here in Navy Pier. Got a little mini teacup ride. And of course that's about ready to wrap up too. That's a long ride cycle already. Here they gotta get your money's worth because it's expensive. Okay, let's go do more clips, and we're almost out of power on this thing. In action later. We got speedboats here, lakeside speedboats. We'll probably see one of these in action near Cedar Point, as they do offer these near Cedar Point also. This big bad boy here, Odyssey, Lake Michigan. It's one of those city cruise ships. And it gives you offers dinner cruises and all that, and sightseeing cruises. It's a big boy. Yachts. It looks like they got a wedding party going on this one. Because there were some people dressed up like they just got married. So, and they also rent this out for private charters. The first one, the big boy, that was mostly for public. They may offer public cruises on this one too, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks like this one's rented out too, because there's a big group of people right here. Maybe half they got this one rented out too. Backside of Navy Pier, we got the big anchor right here from one of the ships that used to anchor here. And that is not the Mississippi River out there. That is Lake Michigan, one of the largest lakes in North America. So this is, we're looking out at Lake Michigan. Because of the little seagulls, you're looking at the water skiers, the jet skiers out there, watching the boaters go by. We're at the far tip of the pier, and this is probably the best place just to watch a watercraft go crazy out here. And these guys will go crazy in a second here, but I'm not going to show it all. It's kind of dangerous what they're doing. It's going to have something to do with the waves of that boat. See, he's getting set up for it. Watch. Watch this. There he goes. What's he gonna do? Nope, and they're not gonna do it. But this guy's gonna do it. There they go. Watch. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah. They're jumping waves.
They're doing the fidgets.
Yep. They're doing the wave jumping of that wake of that one boat. Side or north side of Navy Pier, but you can see the sideline of Chicago, the heart of Chicago, right down in that direction, and down the shoreline.
Right up there, you guys, is Soldier Field.
Yeah, way over there where I'm aiming in that direction, in the distance, it shows the field, share the aquarium, and all that I talked about.
Another boat.
Yep. That's a big fireboat. See that big fireboat? I wonder what's going on. We're going to see that taking off here in a second. But yeah, right down the shoreline. They had a police boat and a fireboat earlier went past us off camera, and looks like they're going to get the big boy out. Looks like. So I wonder if they got something going on that needs that services. But we're gonna find a hot dog stand in here, and if we do, we'll show you what we're gonna eat next, and we're gonna wrap it up out there at Cumberland Park and Ride because we gotta pay our parking toll, right?
Yes.
And end this video. It's been a good long day. Look at that greyhound right there. That's a nice greyhound right there. You don't see greyhounds up that close and personal. But yeah, we're gonna do one more clip with our food, and we'll see you out there at Cumberland Park and Ride. Chicago style hot dogs minus the peppers, but look at that pickle.
That is a big pickle.
That pickle, somewhere there's a hot dog in there, but look at all the toppings they have. No ketchup in that one. Tomato slices. And you can have my tomatoes if you want, okay? But yep, that's the Chicago dog, guys. That's where we're gonna finish out here in Chicago. We'll see you at the Cumberland Park and Ride next. Here, we've been here for well over an hour waiting for a train, Blue Line train, to get back us to Cumberland. Ever since we did that live stream, walking around the downtown area, the lakeside, the riverfront, yeah, that's the live stream we just did recently. Unfortunately, we've been stuck down here for over an hour waiting for the Blue Line train to get us out to Cumberland. So once I get down to Cumberland, I'm going to show you how I do the parking thing, but that's it. We're going to end the video right then and there, okay?
Because Angie is kaput.
Yeah, we are kaput, dead tired. And I'm pretty sure as soon as the train arrives, as soon as we sit down, we're going to fall asleep until I hear Harlan Station. When we hear Harlan Station, or Harlem Station, we're going to wake up and get off that train in Cumberland, something like that. So, wish us luck, because right now, we ended the live stream to tell you guys real quick. Yeah. We ended the live stream like well over an hour ago, and this is almost 11 o'clock, and we're still waiting for the train. We've been down here over an hour and waiting for that train. Yeah, so services are delayed big time. Finally on the way, guys.
We're finally on the way. We had to wait over an hour.
Yeah, almost an hour and 15 minutes, and we're finally on our way. We had to wait till we had to sit down and that. So
I actually sat down before church.
yeah, that's good for you. Right now, I'll show you how we do the parking ticket. I got a funny feeling we're gonna be paying a little bit more for that parking ticket. Always we'll get a parking ticket. Here we gotta scan our ticket. So we scan it like this underneath this red thing.
$7.
$7 due. We're paying by plastic, so we're gonna go this way with it. Lights just went out. Please wait. Approved. And we're gonna print our receipt.
Thank you. Please.
Now all we have to do is we have to rescan this card. Yeah, let's take the elevator. All we have to do is scan this card right back. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Hey.
we'll come back. What I'm trying to say is, on our way out, we have to scan this card again, and the gate will leave. Right now, we're gonna go ahead in this video right now. We are tired. So you want to close it out, or you want me to close it out?
You guys, please. Wait a second.
Yeah, let's get off the elevator first.
Yeah.
Okay, now you want to close it out? We can see you.
Please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button notification bell, guys. We'll see you later.
We'll see you at the hotel in the morning before we head for Ohio.
Yes.
Ohio.